not functioning, or the stuff that dissolved, the wind element is when it's dissolved to the consciousness, then it's called you died, external, most times. But in the teaching said, sometimes due to the karma, due to the certain conditions, few people even can come back. I don't know how long they can, how that stand. Maybe those great Delos in the Tibet, there's Delos, those who come back after the death. Maybe this is the stage. They went and then they come back. There is many great beings called Delo. They died, but they come back. Now often people you say, villages you say, they died, breathing stopped, but still they have some warmth in their heart. And so that really happened. And there's many quite renowned Delos, their teaching still existing, and it's quite kind of popular in Tibet. There's quite a few of those they call them Delos. So now this is the externally that individually is died. In the teaching said, even during these times, you're going all these stages actually again, Guru Pema Sambhava gave, Buddha gave this teaching, is as I said before, it is kind of like we're marking the road signs, so that we can rehearsing our practice, we can re-strengthen our meditation. Each time it comes, now we're reaching to that stages, I should re-strengthen my practice. Meditation of visualization, meditation on the complete stages, all bodhicitta, joy, appreciation, all that. And the those people who are around you, around that individual, trying to support continuity without any emotions. And crying, this and that, and such as kind of pathetic voice, if you died, what we will do, and please, trying to stay more, and all these things, it's destructive. It's just not going to help anything. It's distracting. It is pulling their concentrations, completely disturbing that. So therefore, when you individually see those signs, excellent signs, they should continually support their spiritual beliefs, as I said before. And individually, who experience these things, or practitioners, they should each time re-strengthen their courage, confidence, meditation, and practices. That is really what we need to do. Re-strengthen our courage, confidence, visualization, all of that. Now is the time. I practiced, I meditated in my life, I did good things. Now I'm going forward to this. This, of course, practice is always good, always we can do. But this is one of the crucial time that I'm going to carry on and move this with beautifully that I will make that. And really thinking. These signs of those like inner secret signs, mirage, and smoky, fireflies, and a light, lamp, those many times in the teaching, not many times, those are known as the clay-like luminosity signs. Signs of the clay-like luminosity status. They are the expression of the Buddha nature. Expression of our original mother clarity luminosity status is coming out with that circumstance and situation. It is lighting up our passage, or that individual passages. And many times, of course, people don't recognize that. But the practitioners, this is really the sign. It's similar as the Toggle signs. Signs, they are the clay-like luminosity expressions that Mother is coming and radiating. So each time we're reconnecting that and relax and meditate as we've been practicing that. And those are, so this is the the practices, and those are the stages that we go through. And this is then to externally, people say, die. But then still there is inner 3 signs that go through. Those are known as then inner signs. According to Dharma, this inner 3 signs, when that happened, then you died. You died. Then you lost the positions of every element. Now the chakra is gone, all that is gone, and now there is only 3 things in a position, in a way. Those are known as the white element and the red element that we each received from our parent. Still they are in their positions. But as soon as these 4 or 5 chakras are lost their functioning systems, and the teaching said, then soon after, those positions are going to those 3. And those are the first in the teaching said that white element, that which we got from our father, is mainly the principle that location is in Crown Chakra. Crown Chakra, and now Crown Chakra is losing, and that white is dropping down in the teachings. It's coming down as star shooting coming down. And that moment, the individually that inner sign is everything is illuminated as white, and that is the white element is coming down to the heart center. And soon after that, then the red element, which is the below nervous center, that position lost it is coming up as like flashing red light went upward. In the Tsewang Lungpa's teaching, here he said, that time, this is not Tsewang Lungpa, it's a Venerable teaching. In here, he said, that time, the channels are dysfunctional. So that means white channel, left channel is now stopped. And now these 2 elements coming up and down, and between that, our subtle consciousness that we've been talking other day, the subtle wind, subtle consciousness, that essence, that nuclear, that what we use, or I use that word, that trapped between these 2 elements. In the Tsewang Lungpa's teaching here, he said that time, that consciousness and all elements merged in the central channel. That one. So that time it is merged, that time is completely become the blank state. Inwardly to that individual's experience is completely, in a way, black out. It went black out. And that when happened, that is according to the teaching here, then we passed. And that ended here as Bardo of the death and the dying period. Period is ended again. And then you die. This again, this white, red, and black out experience is also no other than the, again, clear-like luminosity experience. It should. Those people who meditate and practice such as Toga or Tsewang practices this really time, the teaching said, this is enlightened. It is the glowing expression of this mother clear-like luminosity experience dawning to you. And at that moment, you can reach enlightenment. Many times then you reach enlightenment to the Dharmakaya state or the Sammakaya state, right there. So that is briefly my teaching today on the Bardo of the death and dying, and as well as Bardo of the meditation. Then we start, and we short 1 minute meditation, and then dedicate. And then tomorrow we can, maybe you have some questions, we talk that tomorrow.